Welcome back to the Plays with Cars YouTube channel and another episode of Project Mazda. Despite the fact that it's winter and it's so cold you can see my breath, it has stopped raining long enough to get some work done, and it's not quite so cold. I could do this in the garage, but, well, it's a hellhole right now. We'll get to that in a little bit, but all I really wanted to do is Project Mazda has been having kind of some funky issues as of lately. I'm getting weird vibrations, noises, clunks, bumps. It drives fine. It just makes noise. But the noises are definitely not normal. So we're going to take a look underneath. It's definitely something in the front end. I don't know if it's got anything to do with our coilover setup or what's going on, but we are going to take a look and see what, if anything, is going on with this here vehicle. Now this right here, this is one of the engine mounts. These things tend to kind of go bad on these. You can see the rubber right down here where my finger is, or that rubber piece there. Not the big round one, the other one. That tends to tear. And we're looking, I'm trying to get the light in there. There we go. Looks okay. Looks okay on that side. Serpentine belt looks alright. Stuff. Just, while we're in here looking at other stuff. See if we can rock the motor now. Yeah, the motor doesn't rock by hand at all. Let's get underneath. I'm definitely thinking this is a suspension thing, but let's make sure. Oh, okay. Oh, shoot, that's right. I got this thing on here. Can't see much. But we're checking suspension stuff anyway. Alright, let me get set up here. Give you guys a reasonable view of things. Like that. I'll shed some light on the subject, and then I'll get me under there. Okay, let's see what's going on down here. Link looks okay. Strut looks okay. CBX looks okay. So what we got going on here, the big pink thing way up there, that is the strut assembly. That is a Godspeed Mono SS coilover in our Project Mazda. The threaded rod silver thing there in the background, that is the end link. We had to do custom end links because Godspeed put the end link bracket in the wrong spot for a Mazda 5 in their kit, so we just dealt with it with some custom white line end links. This big thing right here in the front with the rubber boots, that's the CV axle. This piece here that's clamped on, that's the actual knuckle. It holds the hub in place with the wheel bearing and all that stuff. This is the lower control arm. Overall, it's like this is a control arm bushing, this rubber donut thing here, and again, it doesn't look torn, it doesn't look to be a problem. Ooh, that one's wet. Is that just wet from water, or is it? Yeah, just water, okay. Yeah, the actual bushing itself is fine, it's not crashed. This is the steering rack, the power steering rack. Alright, so this is another mount. This is the lower mount, or the trans mount, or dog mount. It's got a bunch of different names, but it's one of the mounts. Holds the transmission right here to the subframe. Oh, it's got some rocks in it. That's interesting. Really? Could all that noise be from a bunch of rocks shoved up in there? I'll be darned. Okay, well, maybe I just need to grab some tools and yank them rocks out, because, yeah, there doesn't seem to actually be anything wrong with the mount. That bushing looks fine. That donut looks fine, but yeah, there is, like, literally a ton of gravel in here. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Alright, if we can get the light to stay put on literally anything. If I have a magnet, it's crap magnet. Look at the size of that rock. So this thing pivots right here. This is the pivot. Okay, you've got the transmission here and the frame here, and it pivots on this. And so you can imagine when you've got a rock like that shoved in there, it's going to make some racket and not be a real happy mount, oh my goodness, it's like literally full of rocks. Oh, I can see how I can get at this better. There we go. There's another one. I did go down a freshly graveled road the other day, but it was at like 5, maybe 10 miles an hour, and it was perfectly flat and smooth. There was one spot where it kind of rubbed a little bit, but there's another rock. With the skid plate plastic thingy on here and going so slow, I figured like no big deal, but apparently this thing just scooped him up. Oh my gosh. Well, there we go. Get them all? Oh. Yeah, so YouTube, if you're wondering if this is for kids, this could be considered adult content only. That was it. Alright, well, we got them out. Let's see, there's the pile. You can imagine the kind of racket all those were making in there. Oh, man. That's crazy. Try and scoop all those out so I can throw them out in the lawn. Alright. Well, while we're under here, did I get rocks anywhere else? This is something I need to... if there's any in this cross member itself. I don't hear any. Oh! I found another one. Oh man, that one's really in there. Oh, there's one too. Okay, so let this be a lesson to you. Don't go down gravel roads in a Mazda 5, especially if you've smacked it really hard with a lowering stick, because you're going to get rocks in all sorts of crazy places. And there's a couple of big ones up in here on the back side of the dog bone, like mount thing. Right down in there. Shoot. I'm going to put all this filming stuff away, and I'm going to get some tools out and see if I can't get those out of there. Am I pushing? Yeah, that pushing looks okay-ish. Alright, well. Oh, hey, there's some more rock friends. Hey, ready for this? Holy hell, that thing's huge. Any others? Yep, there's another one. Okay, no more off-roading the lowered Mazda. Well, that one's just hanging out of the vent hole. Ooh, that's not good. Bunch in there by the... oh goodness. Alright, yeah, okay. So I should probably take this skid plate off and actually get all the rocks out from under this thing. That is definitely what's going on here. Okay, well, crisis averted. There's nothing actually broken on the Mazda. We just have a crap ton of really big... look at the size of these suckers. And they're like... so again, shove that in your engine mount or your trans mount, and then see what kind of racket noise the car makes. And there's tons of them. So I gotta take off that skid plate, get her there, and sweep all the rocks out. So that's gonna do it for this episode of Project Mazda here on the Plays with Cars YouTube channel. Still loving our race ramps, by the way. Yeah, let that be a lesson. This thing is a wee bit too low for a regular, plain, flat, graveled road. It got everywhere in there, and I'm going to have to spend some time cleaning all that crap out. So, lesson learned. Lowered 5 is not a very good rally car. Until next time, it's been Plays with Cars.